What's going on? Back here today. I'm about to play a some sound bites for you guys, cause today's topic is the Jersey City shooting, and funny fact, my mother's side of my family is from Jersey, so it's funny. Let's see here. Alright. Mhm. Sorry, guys. Taking forever. This is crazy. How how that Jersey City situation happened. Oh, amazing! She black. Oh my gosh. Hola, sí, señor. Hold your wallet. Mamma mia. Hola, sí, señor. Gracias. It was- I'm dying. I'm dying. All right, so here we go. You could go back to mommy Africa. Mommy Africa. And come on, John. All right, here we go. That's right. Yeah, that's what they want you to- I'm just lying. With you, but no. About Shalom Lachaim. I understand. The person of the internet. This is what you call a mitzvah. Morning. It's a mitzvah. Mm. They come out for that, people. They show up for that. They are not having. They're not having. Oh.
Good evening to our viewers in the West. Police in New Jersey say they found a pipe bomb at the scene of that deadly shootout Tuesday.
You get the fuck out of here. Now they found a pipe bomb. hmm Now they find a pipe bomb. Hey, you know how the media works, where I can't tell you that first. I can tell you the other stuff. I got to tell you that way last, because number one, I mean, we don't want no panic. That's intelligently strategic. You don't want to panic. You don't want everybody screaming terrorist attack. It'll set up a pandemic. It'll be mayhem in the streets. It'll be mayhem in the streets. I'm telling you. It was a bomb. Everywhere you go, people gonna be.
Good evening to our viewers in the West.
Terrible.
Police in New Jersey say they found a pipe bomb at the scene of that deadly shootout Tuesday. Newly released surveillance videos suggest the shooters, a man and a woman, targeted a kosher market, wielding rifles as people on the street took off running. Before it was over, 4 victims were killed, including the wife of the store's owner and a police detective. Investigators are now scouring social media, asking why the shooters targeted that store and if it was a hate crime. Don Daler leads us off tonight in Jersey City.
This video shows why so many people believe this was not a random attack. The suspects are seen getting out of their U-Haul van, firing past bystanders on the street, directly into the JC Kosher supermarket in Jersey City. Watch again. David Lax is the man seen running away from the store.
Bombs mean terror and terrorism. The hate angle bombing.
Out for hours. This shows you just
bombing is a pandemic. It's a what do you call it?
The window is completely blown out. See, look how many bullet holes. And
bombing brings on a cataclysmic event, in which people will be terrified, which classifies it as terrorism. Be terrified of bullets, but if it's a bomb, you're gonna be terrified.
Local Rabbi David Niederman broke down, describing the Jewish community's reaction. How can we, the community, speak? We heard that. The two suspects, 47-year-old David Anderson and 50-year-old Francine Graham, were also found dead inside the kosher store. They began their murderous rampage at the Bayview Cemetery, where they encountered David Anderson and 50-year-old Francine Graham. We heard that. The two suspects, 47-year-old David Anderson and 50-year-old Francine Graham, were also found dead inside the kosher store. They began their murderous rampage at the Bayview Cemetery, where they killed Jersey City detective Joe Seals. Then drove 1 mile to the supermarket before parking in front. Investigators are now poring over evidence, but have not confirmed reports of the suspects' possible ties to the Black Hebrew Israelites, a designated hate group. Jersey City's mayor, Stephen Fulop, says the shooter's intent was clear. From our standpoint, there is no question that this is a hate crime.
So it came from Hebrew Israelites. That knows something.
Immediately for what it is. Nora, you can see the storefront is now boarded up. Authorities described that pipe bomb you mentioned as unsophisticated. Funerals for 2 of the victims will be held later tonight under heavy security.
Heavy. You hear me? They're gonna have snipers. You hear me? Well, now you're gonna have the Jewish mafia working on y'all. Dummies. What happens? Cemetery. And you know the funniest part about all this? When you die, you go to a cemetery, and you cannot be anti-Semitic. I love words. That's another funny fetch. How you go to the cemetery, better not be anti-Semitic. Telling you. Crazy. It's just crazy. I can't believe it was done. Sorry. I can't believe it was done. That's gonna be you going. That's you going. You're gonna have to be a damn good storyteller to convince me it was those two people who did that. I'm sorry, but for 4 hours, you not. They're not doing that for 4 hours. They did. That's just. I'm not shooting them. You had the ATF out there, the FBI out there. ATF, FBI. So they breached it. Okay, they breached it with. Get away from your doors. Your windows.
Hey, stop. Listen. Want to actually know how $1 million looks like? Well, this T-shirt actually.
That's just crazy.
Anderson Cooper. 360.
I just some more footage of the situation.
Oh.
Blockchain breach. Brought to you here first. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. So, two black individuals, male, female. I'm like, dang, like, in my eyes, I'm like, for them to be that good, they had to know, they had to have some training or something. And they don't look like the type of people who would know other than training. Because you gotta, for 4 hours, dude, we done snipe people in DC faster than that. And that's our police. Regular, I mean, you know what I'm saying? A sergeant done sniped somebody with a that had high capacity AR with several 30-round magazines, and that happened a few some months ago. I don't know how the heck you can't shoot them, and you got high agents in the agency. You got ATF, FBI, and SWAT, and the bomb squad. Mm-hmm. I'm over here like, huh. Now I'm understanding. Yeah, I'll get in contact with some of my buddies, but yeah, I'm gonna figure that shit out because that's just they know what they were doing. It's just ringing all up in my. They know that.
It's the Griffin.
They know exactly what they were doing.
Now we're going to go to the latest on that deadly shootout in New Jersey that left 4 innocent people dead. Police exchanged a barrage of bullets with the suspect during the hours-long standoff. In Jersey City with the latest. Good morning.
Good morning, Michael. We're at this supermarket, a scene of devastation. Now, we did check in with authorities at a press conference this morning, and they are saying they believe that this location was targeted because of the way the two suspects slowly drove up to the market, calmly opening the door, armed with long guns. This morning, the first glimpse of the aftermath inside that Jewish market, the epicenter of that deadly police shootout. The chaos began at this cemetery a little less than a mile away, where Detective Joseph Seals tried to question the suspects, who may have been connected to a weekend homicide. To open fire, Seals wounding 2 other officers before fleeing in a moving truck that had been reported stolen. Dressed in black and armed with high-powered rifles, they drove the truck to a Hasidic community where they entered the kosher market and began firing.
All units are to maintain cover at that location.
The neighborhood turned into a war zone. Local police, SWAT teams, the ATF, and FBI all responding, taking cover behind vehicles, snipers roaming rooftops.
Roaming? Why the fuck didn't you? Like, I don't understand that shit.
Never before in my life. I was like a war. I mean, it wasn't just a little pistol; those were big, big guns.
Type of roaming.
The gun battle raged on for more than 4 hours. Residents ran,
which means they knew how to barricade.
As soon as I got back up, all you heard was another hail of gunfire.
Which means they had barricade now.
Schools on lockdown.
When someone said get down,
Knowledge of the area.
and then that's where it all started. We started crying and running.
Police pulling each other to safety.
Man.
Finally, the all clear. Word that the suspects had been killed.
Dummies.
Police stormed the market, discovering 3 other bodies, either customers or workers. The mayor of Jersey City is the first to suggest that this may have been a targeted attack against the city's Jewish community.
What are you? Fucking nuts.
Tragically confirms that a growing pattern of violent anti-Semitism has now turned into a crisis for our nation. After dark, more than 30,000 of the city's children finally left school, rushing into the arms of their waiting
screaming that they're not the real Jews, but we are the black ones.
Is a 15-year veteran of the force.
True or not, dumb, you still come from the brown genetic. We all come from the same fathers.
One of the suspects posted anti-Semitic remarks online. They're not saying this is a part of the attack, but they are saying it's a part of their investigation.
Sure.
Now, I will tell you this too, Mayor de Blasio condemning acts of anti-Semitism, saying they must be defeated aggressively and decisively.
No question about that. Okay.
Right. Trying to ruin my Jewish connection.
Hi, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts.
Amazing. Just amazing.
The mayor of Jersey City, New Jersey, says a shootout that killed a police detective and father of 5 and 3 other people was a result of a targeted attack on a kosher grocery store. It was horrifying to watch.
Bystanders recorded the standoff that lasted several hours in a busy neighborhood, which includes a synagogue and a school. 2 suspected gunmen were also killed. Jersey City is just across the river from New York City's financial district. Tom Taylor is outside the store where much of the violence. Don, what else are we learning about?
Well, good morning. This is the kosher deli right behind me here. You can see it there. The entire front is blown out. All of the glass is gone. We're told it's a central fixture to the Jewish Orthodox community that has been growing in this part of Jersey City over the past few years. Now, the suspects have not yet been identified, and neither has many of the victims.
I don't
know what, but it was gun out. I have never experienced nothing like that in my life.
Police in Jersey City say it will be a while before this neighborhood returns to normal. After a shooting, terrified residents put their homes in the center of the bullshit.
The investigation will take weeks, maybe months. Crime scene is very extensive and is at 3 locations at least.
SWAT teams
3
and
locations.
helicopters swept the area Tuesday as gunmen exchanged fire with police. The shootout began at a cemetery just after noon, where officers
Began at
confronted
the
2 people
cemetery.
they believed looked suspicious. Detective Joseph Seals, a 13-year veteran who focused on combating gun violence, was later confirmed dead by police.
He was also a husband and a father of 5 children.
And then they wonder why police don't run with handguns to a long gun fight, like the mass shooter that had an AR at that school, and they blaming the police for not using his sidearm instead of using. If you don't got a rifle, you cannot take him on. That's it. Don't go running towards somebody with a handgun and got a rifle, unless you are a sharpshooter. That's it. It's not like a discussion.
Just moments ago, Jersey City's mayor
That's
tweeted
it.
out that the surveillance video
They want
clearly
to twist it and
shows
say,
the gunman
"Oh, and he failed to do his job." No, it didn't. The police officer, I'm not hopping out there for nobody within their yard. Because within 100 yards, if you don't know what you're doing, you can hit me. So imagine at a close distance with iron sights going 2,240. You got to be out your mind. My bullets only go 950 to 1,100 feet per second. His bullets go twice as mine. Plus, why the fuck would I get dumb? Like that's a mission for me to die, or me to try to see if I'm the best shot. But yeah, like your heart, you having a big heart ain't gonna defeat a long gun versus a short gun. Well, that's accuracy, unless you're just that damn good. That's a big difference. On the stress situations, period. AI, you can still get your kill down easily. It's just proven, as you can see, and in Jersey they got the strictest gun laws, but they ain't give a damn about none of that. Obviously, broke every last one of them. Didn't use them against the police and law enforcement. That's like kind of my situation. I tell people all the time, like I'm supposed to allow them to outgun me, so that I can. What I'm saying, so that you can feel safe. That's not even a complete statement to make, because I have less guns, and criminals want to kill me, and you are my family. And if they can't get to me, guess what? They go to you. And I may have not have done anything wrong, or went out of my way and abused my power, and that's just how it works. And to be a blood member of certain sets, you have to kill a police officer and shoot him in the face, or shoot an old lady in the face. But either or, you shoot the trying to show how cold-hearted you are. Then you rank up in the gang, you know. Period. And you say that again. Say that again. And you know what's crazy? House Judiciary Committee was talking about that impeachment stuff again. And I'm like, I was watching for an hour at least. And it's just funny how if the gun laws don't work, let's go back to impeach. Double down on it. It's like A, B. We got an A, B, C list. If A don't work, then we got to do B. If B don't work, we got to do C. And your ABC list is not nothing that's gonna fix it. let's impeach our president. You're gonna get another Republican that is you're gonna get the vice president, you dummy, for a short period of time. And quote unquote, if you don't understand who he is, he's a little bit more strict than Trump. So you want to do that shit, and by all means, but he's even more red than Trump is. So that's a wise decision. 'Cause you'll just have somebody that's more strict than Trump in office. We won't care because we red as him. And then, as far as the Democratic side is, you're gonna be like, well, I guess one of us is gonna get elected. Yes, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it because the wall going up. The wall's going up. I am not for open borders, and no more black lesbians. But yeah, I had to put that one out there. Oh, the wall's here. The wall's here. Oh, it's going up. It's here. No open border. Hell no open borders. And if I get a gang member that I'm working with a gang member and his father's he MS-13, he's his father's chaperone, and he explaining to me, I could get my father deported anytime. I'm like, so you're your father's guardian, but legally, what kind of? You better not break any laws. So you know what I'm saying. But yeah, he told me straight up. He was like, "Yeah, we came in this train illegally, bro, and most of us are in gangs." I'm like, "See, it ain't made up. You are who they talk about. You're honest, but at least you honest. You know what I'm saying? I respect an honest gang member, an honest, immigrant that got his citizenship. If he ended up getting it legally, you did what you had to do. You had to follow some rules. But nah, he was born here. His father came over here legally though. So the way the law works, your son is only if you're born on our soil, you are ours. Period. Question: your blood is born on our dirt. We back you up as a nation. And that's a positive thing. I don't know when they try to make that negative. But 4 more years. Oh my God.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, R. Kelly was pretty popular. And when that sex tape thing came out, I went to school with girls that said, well, he could pee on me.
He could pee on me.
But the real issue that nobody is talking about.
She said me too.
No.
You're like, girl, I know what you mean.
I know what you mean. Amazing.
The jeans. Ain't my jeans.
Ain't my jeans.
I never leave it here. I tried.
Never.
How come lesbians are so fat?
Like, lesbian.
They're like real fat.
They're not shallow. Like
Right.
beauty's on the inside.
They so fat they make shadow. God forbid, but if I need a doctor right away, and the only doctor that's around is an affirmative action doctor.
Affirmative action doctor.
Affirmative action doctor.
Affirmative action doctor.
To kind of hold me together until I can get to the real doctor.
But if we give Donald Trump 8 years in the White House,
4 more years.
Who we are, I cannot stand by and watch that happen. That's why today I'm announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
The 90s gun.
Beta male.
Beta male.
Remember, I had a challenge from 2 different guys about pumpkin pie. But they know I don't like pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie is an
Pumpkin
imitation
pie.
of the real deal. It's not the real thing.
He called it
Like those guys that go to
transgender.
bars now, they meet what they think is a woman. Pie is a man.
That's funny.
So I was traumatized because when I was a little kid, I thought I was getting some sweet potato pie. I bit into it. It was pumpkin pie. I'm like,
Ew.
oh no!
Oh no!
I gotta eat pumpkin pie.
Oh yes, it is.
This is pumpkin pie. And pumpkin pie doesn't even look like real sweet potato pie. And sweet potato pie a little thicker in there. This look syrupy. This look like beta pie.
Beta pie. You ever had some beta pie?
And I know a lot of you guys like pumpkin pie, right?
Yes.
Guys are ladies.
Yeah, don't be talking crap about pumpkin pie.
You don't have to eat the whole.
He black.
Just taste it.
So, they said eat a piece.
Right. So one piece. Truly suffering. For bond.
For bond.
I gotta watch down the pie. Forget the trauma. I am not a fan of pumpkin pie, and I don't care how much you put a gallon of whip. Just saying out loud, I'm experiencing that I've dealt with millennials. Nice people though.
Millennials.
People. Well, one half is missing. I think they need comfort dogs. Comfort dogs.
Comfort dogs.
I have an aunt who eat like this. You really into it. It's like it's just so good.
Okay.
The wall going up.
The wall going up.
Says Jesse, how
I'm
do you
telling you.
personally do the silent prayer in the morning when you're groggy?
Stop smoking pot before going to bed.
Stop smoking pot.
He says, Jesse, your beard makes you look like Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Mr. T.
It's so dumb that you're gonna want to drink Kool-Aid. Grape Kool-Aid. Oh, this is dumb.
This is dumb.
He wrote in one Facebook post a couple years ago, you know what? In Deuteronomy 17, 12, and 13, if someone doesn't do what their priest tell them to do, they are supposed to die. I've never seen that in the Bible. I don't know what Bible. Is he reading the Quran or something? Hey, Eugene, welcome to the show.
Hello, Justin.
How you doing, Eugene?
I'm good.
Eugene, my man.
No man is good.
My man is good.
Mayor Pete is going to win the 2020 election.
Is that? Okay. Are you talking about Peter Buttigieg?
What about you?
Yes, Mayor Pete.
But he a butt jack.
You butt cheek. What about you?
He's a butt jack.
Let him do enough to do.
It's just
Let him do what he has to do.
2019, we'll call them men, husbands.
That's
Not man and woman now. Two men.
Ain't that
And
something?
with no shame.
No
They're
shame.
claiming they have a husband.
A
And when we
husband.
see it and hear it, we're supposed to pretend that is right.
Pretend.
Like, oh, that's just normal. It's not, folks.
I have to put this up.
It's right for you to live with a woman unmarried that make more money than you. That's right for you to do.
Yeah.
So you're becoming the woman and she's the man?
I wouldn't go that far.
You've already gone that far. You're setting the example that you are the woman and she's the man. She's making more money than you. Now you're relying on her. You think you're like a man because you identify with the woman nature, so you don't know what it is to be a man.
Jesse, I'm 6'3", 205 pounds.
Oh, you're
That's a real
big.
thing. You're just a tall woman.
Like she's only in the mood like once or twice a week, and I respect it.
She only into what?
She's only in the mood for sex once or twice, or two times a week. Her birth control messes up her hormones, so she's not really in the mood to go out.
No, you know why she's not in the mood a lot for you?
Because you're a beta male. Say it. Come on, let's get it.
What? You're beta. Women like real men. Real men turn women on, not betas.
Betas.
That's, you know what? That she does a lot in the bedroom, and
She would end up doing a lot in somebody else's bedroom too.
My man. Because you're weak.
no.
Yes. If you ever try and if it doesn't work, you can always go back to being beta. Beta! Oh, God. That's amazing.
Amazing.
I gotta tell you, we have an upcoming conference. Our 10th anniversary conference.
Hey, listen.
Oh.
I did a lot of work this morning in the yard. Like, I did like a man's worth of work. You know what I mean? Man, can I come to the men's conference?
No. No.
This time you can. Sorry. That's not reality. It's good to hear from you.
It's not reality.
Muslims use the whatever else are protected in a box, but not Christians, not men, and not white people. Straight white people. Get out loud. Amazing. Daniel is out of Illinois. Daniel, thank you for calling. You're on the air.
My wife is actually a nurse practitioner for Planned Parenthood.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Killing babies in the womb.
Helping to kill unborn children.
This is evil. This is of the devil. Of the children of the land.
Married, and she started working there. We kind of about maybe like a year. Just stay out of politics, really. Like,
of course you do.
Well, why are you with a woman that's going to Planned Parenthood and helping to kill unborn children?
Millions a year.
How can you live with a woman that come home from work every day, knowing that she's supported killing unborn children?
Okay, so like I said, I wasn't really into politics. Like, I honestly, even till I was like 30 years old, I didn't even know the difference.
But killing unborn children is not a
shit
political issue.
Thank you.
A life or death issue.
Oh, no.
Now that you know, why don't you make a stop?
So that's the thing, is that financially, we're kind of stuck.
No, you're not. You're not stuck. You can get two jobs yourself.
We got mortgage, we got kids, and she's been looking for a new job.
Wow. So you're married to a woman, Daniel, who says that she's a Christian. You say that you're a Christian, and you have children, and their mother is going to work every day and helping to kill children in the womb, and you say it because of mortgage. If she's a practitioner, she could get a job at a hospital, a doctor's office, or anywhere.
Yeah. So she was. She didn't go out to work for Planned Parenthood, right?
I don't care about that, Daniel. She's doing it now.
Right. They don't do abortions where she's at, but the transgender, she when she first started working there, they had like a seminar thing. And they
in the same building
to transitioning people, right? She ends up now. She has to deal with these trans patients. They're all of them that she sees are crazy. They don't. It's not that they think that they're men or think that they're women. That like psychologically, she could tell.
Daniel.
Your wife is as crazy as you are as a transgender person. How can you call yourself a Christian and you have children and you allow your wife to go to work and kill unborn children
in the womb?
That's crazy. And to make up the excuse,
not even in the womb, but take them out, drag them out with a hook, a metal hook. I've seen the operation.
You're a Christian.
Drag them out with a metal hook.
Faith in God. He doesn't want you killing children. He'll make a way. You can get two jobs. You can sacrifice.
Or the baby,
just imagine your wife is killing children every day.
Every day.
People call you as bad as
of the lie. They gotta convince themselves.
So I guess
this is crazy.
It's hard to she's doing what she can to find a new job. We need the income until she quit. So
all you're doing is making up excuses to kill unborn children. So your wife gonna kill children in the womb until she find a job. Oh,
what?
All in the name of Jesus. And I'm okay with it. What do you think the outcome going to be for you and your family if this continues?
I'm really not quite sure. Well, I think the outcome is going to be
Thank you.
Eventually she's going to get another job offer and she's going to take another job.
Why don't you tell her to quit that job and you get a second
from it and
be a man. Be a man. Be a man. Be a man. Get another job.
You get a second job so your wife can stop going to kill children every day as a Christian.
Thank you.
So I own my own business.
But Daniel, let me just say I got him run, but
I make the money that I make. If we had enough money, then I would encourage her to quit, you know.
But Daniel, this is what's wrong with Christianity today. They say one thing and do another one. You and your wife call yourselves Christian, but your wife is getting up every morning and going to Planned Parenthood and helping to kill unborn children, and that her husband, who's supposed to be a Christian, is allowed it to happen. How will you encourage anyone to turn to God away from Satan?
Well, I think that as far as me encouraging people to turn to God, I'm the clean addict from heroin and meth.
Nobody care about your heroin and meth.
No. I actually have a point. I'm not just beating around the bush. That's kind of how I think that.
Now you call me again, buddy. Call me again. A bunch of excuses. That's what Satan does. He give you excuses to continue to serve him. Amazing. How do we endure all things? That's my biblical question. Hathaway said, Coors Light. And so he believed you endure all things with Coors Light. Amazing. And by the way,
Satan is your daddy.
It's manhood hour.
What
is a man?
What is a man?
It's an adult human male.
Manhood. Hillary or President Trump?
I voted for Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
Beta male.
Manhood.
A man is a male who turns to man. You're right, you right, and Lee's right. Beta male.
Oh, beta male.
Amazing. Jones is a white man, white liberal. Beta. They're both a beta. So my PR person is telling me it's not treason, it's treason. Treason.
Treason. I'm black and slow.
It's so deep. So far left they're having lunch with Satan and
this nigga be killing me, bro. I swear to God.
And Black America who are suffering are not suffering because of racism. They're suffering because they're growing up without fathers and mothers in the home.
Thank you.
And these kids are first being made angry in the home about that. And rather than dealing with that anger,
right.
Go ahead.
Rather than dealing with that anger and go out into the community and they have people like Jesse Jackson and the NAACP, and Barack Obama,
and the black race hustlers.
It's the white man. And when you're already angry, it's hard to believe the truth. But the man is having sex.
That's the realest shit I ever heard.
He's gonna cheat on you after marriage. Bank on it. Not all, but most.
So Jesse, I just want to say I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
And I hope that you keep doing this.
I appreciate that.
I've been here for about 2 years now.
Black race hustlers. The Jesse Jacksons and the Barack Obamas.
Women who are trying to get you to shave.
And all the black race hustlers.
They hate masculinity. and they're turning you into a feminine person.
Right, a feminine person.
And if there's another man trying
can
to
you
get
believe
you,
another man
they're
until
already
you cross your
turning into a woman.
motherfucking legs?
Because
Nigga,
evil
fuck you.
ain't good, and they want to draw you
I
down.
don't give a fuck who you
You know how when
represent.
you're smoking pot, if you're at a party or in a
I
room,
stab you in your fucking knee. You tell me to cross my leg.
it's so good. And then you hand it over to the next person, and they're like, no.
Al Sharpton. And it's funny because Al Sharpton, who is in
no, I don't want it.
He's
man.
in the house.
You mad at the person because evil like bring it down.
Who was in the CIA back in the day when he was fat.
Michigan.
And then they,
Thomas,
I don't know what the fuck they gave him, and then he turned skinny. Now he look like he smoked crack, which half of them do. Let me know right now, you know about it. It's so stupid. Look at him. Shit, you don't get in that position just for going to school. That's some little shit.
Tell me lies.
Tell me lies.
I thought you was an honest man.
Tell me lies. Don't you
Tell me
patronize.
lies.
Don't you
patronize.
patronize. Tell me lies.
Give me one lie you heard.
First of all, you said you told the caller.
Are you a Christian, Thomas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you believe in God.
All the way.
All right. Tell me one lie I told.
You told a caller.
You heard. Let me see. Lies.
Yes.
Hey, you said it was a good turn.
It was.
Al Sharpton. Yeah, Al Sharpton. His ass was in the CIA. And it got revealed when
That's bad.
We could use this.
number one, you gotta think about it. You got people that's not as high as the CIA that don't have those clearances. They're gonna fry your ass and they get evidence that you in everything. You doing everything. You everywhere. Like, that's like me going to the CIA and they going to the crack houses and what happened in DC. The mayor got caught smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? And then his children and his son ended up dying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all a mess. All a mess.
So they sit in the
It's
back.
all a mess.
Even at my church service,
I was smoking crack, then you in a gang, you doing drugs, you in a gang. Like, this is ridiculous. It makes blacks look bad. Because by the time we get in office, they looking like, so this is how these niggas is when they're in office, huh?
You looking at everybody else.
I was smoking crack here, man. Son in the gang.
Come down
Yeah.
so everybody end up in the back.
At least if you was white. I mean, come on.
Jim Crow, that was passed down from black people. What a liar.
Thank you, Jim Crow. Jim Crow law, that was a pass down.
Not over me.
Yeah. My grandfather was in the rifle club and the sharpshooter. No white man fucked with him. Is that simple?
Jesse, they were telling you, boy, nigga, get to the back of the bus.
Who told you that?
Who told you that? Right. Right. Nigga, if they ain't tell you that, then shut the fuck up.
Did you have to
you know what I'm saying? If they didn't tell you these words, don't adopt somebody else's
number one.
Somebody else's
no one ever. No, I have to think about
no
it.
one ever.
No one ever
I
said.
know you did.
Listen.
I'm putting Thomas on hold.
Right, because he don't know when to shut the fuck up.
No one ever said, nigga, boy, get up and go to the back of the bus. No one ever said that to me. Oh,
right. So I'm gonna adopt those emotions?
So you said I'm lying about all of that?
Yes.
Bruh.
Okay, so you're never going to agree to me. So I have another question.
Oh, let me tell you why Rosa Parks stood up on the bus and said, oh, I'm tired. Look,
I'm tired.
Clean by the NAACP.
Right.
Rosa
It
Parks
was a planned thing.
coming home. Nobody was aware. And she just stood up. Lord, I ain't going to sit in the back.
I'm tired.
I'm just tired. It didn't happen that way. It was planned by the NAACP. Okay? And as a matter of fact, they had chosen another woman to do it. And just before she did it, at some point, they found out that that black woman was pregnant out of wedlock.
So they said, we can't use you.
Ain't nobody gonna accept this for some pregnant black woman trying to stand up and talk about she's tired. They said, okay, we can't use her. and they found Rosa Parks to do it. And they tried to portray it as though somehow or another Rosa was just so tired. And she would come home from work one day, and Rosa said, "La, I ain't sending it back in this bus anymore."
Y'all killing me.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Happy belated.
Thank you, man.
All right.
Well, I don't believe in affirmative action.
Okay.
But it exists, though.
Let me just finish, please. And I respect you, but I will say this here. Not every black person grew up in the inner city or the ghetto in a cluster storm of
debauchery. And
your point is what?
Right.
My
No.
point is,
Sound gay.
I'm a black man.
Or hot.
But actually came out in the late.
Okay.
I
Wow.
didn't come around when I was around. Not when my parents come around.
Okay, so
what do you call the great one?
If it did happen,
came to my town. I'm just telling you.
what year did affirmative action began for black people? What year did it start?
I think 78.
And were you out of school at that time?
No, I was 5 years old at that time.
Oh, and then after that, after affirmative action, you went to college?
No, I didn't go to college till 91.
Well, that was affirmative action
in
then.
Illinois, don't take the SAT. We took the AP.
I know, but that's affirmative action. Believe me, you only got in there because of affirmative action.
You believe me. You ain't lying. I don't believe for shit. It was not gonna accept me. So that's when they said no child left behind.
I know, but you didn't have to pass. They just
We can't pass him. He's dumber. You was right. I just didn't know. Say nothing.
No, they didn't. No, I don't believe that.
If you don't believe it, I'll put. Let's see. Like I said, I love your show. I agree with a lot of things you said. But I don't know how it is in the West Coast because we don't take the SAT. In Illinois, they got rid of the SAT and took the
Kevin, what you're not admitting is that affirmative action was.
Because you didn't even know. If I told you I was black, you had to hear it from my voice.
But what you are not admitting that affirmative action was. Hold on, Kevin. Hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on, Kevin. I put Kevin on hold. What Kevin is not admitting, affirmative action was introduced in the early 60s. And since that time, black people have not had to earn their way. They've been lowering the scores. They've been lowering the SAT tests. And blacks are not graduating with real hard work and doing the right thing. They're graduating because the instructors are afraid not to pass them on to the next class or grade or whatever and graduate them because they'll be called racist. Blacks are not earning their way. And now they have lowered the SAT score even more so to let them in. And I don't hear a truckload of black people denouncing affirmative action. Now they want reparation. I don't care what Kevin is saying. Kevin did not earn his way. It's just hard to admit it, right, Kevin?
No, Jess, you're wrong. Okay, I'm still black, and I'll tell you this up front. When it comes to intellect, you don't want to go there. Okay, that's why I'm saying when you said
don't want to go there, boy. We know you in a fraternity. If you don't sit your butt down, and so like you don't go there.
What do you think they were?
Wow.
Oh, you did sound correct. And I sure didn't act like I rolled off the street.
Well, I gotta run, Kevin, because I want to squeeze.
You gotta roll.
I roll off the street.
I love a lot of things.
Thank you, man.
You know, so, right? Don't judge every book by its cover, especially when somebody calls.
Do you
Struggle?
Kevin, are your kids with a white
woman? There was a white woman. Blonde hair and bluish up. And that's the one that acts ghetto. I mean,
he's married to a white woman.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Kevin, I appreciate you, man.
You know, I won't call you again, but you know,
but you know, it sounds kind of
Call me again, Kevin.
You just don't.
Thank you, Kevin. Is he drunk? He's not drunk.
Right.
Doesn't sound like he's been drinking.
He sounds something.
He's nice.
He nice.
Come again, Kevin. Ryan is the first.
He nice.
Ryan, thank you for calling. Get it off your chest.
Get it off your chest.
By everybody and their mama.
And their mama.
Kevin had a little bit too much to drink on the weekend early.
Yeah, I think does he sound like, I don't know if he's doing, but does he sound like
Exactly. You sound even drunk or how? Like who talks like that? Like what the hell? You sounded so theatrical.
Your sister
combined with.
And do you have any children?
Stop yourself. How you theatrical combined with aristocracy? You're not an aristocrat in a theater trying to drive my emotions. Like you sound insane. Oh, you sound like this. That's how you know. That's how you know when Malcolm Bros is drunk. You're trying to sound sophisticated, but you're quite not there. Like if you don't shut your ass up, I swear to God. The wall's going up. Ginsburg.
Ginsburg. Did somebody give her a liver, a rib yet? Or a heart or something?
Ruth Bader. I don't even know how to say.
You ready?
Ginsburg.
Let's get it.
Ginsburg has there's a movie featuring
Ruth
around her. Something like
Ruth
Bader.
Ginsburg.
Let's get it.
Did somebody give her a liver, a rib yet?
Bader.
Or a heart or something?
Something.
Mike Young says, Jesse, what's your thoughts on JFK? Good or evil?
He did.
He did. He did.
Are you a feminist?
I don't know what a feminist is.
He's talking to my.
Remember I told you my mother and my grandmother were very strong-willed women. So.
I feel sorry.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear.
I'm sorry to hear.
I wasn't.
I am sorry to hear.
I'm sorry to hear.
Okay. After the show.
AO says he has a picture of Satan on his wall by the front door, and when he leaves for the day, he touches it.
They're like, bye, Daddy. Bye, Daddy. Freddie is from Texas. Freddie, thank you for calling. Thanks for holding. You're on the air.
Hey, it's Freddie Mac. Yeah, I said the whole thing, baby. How you doing today?
All is well, sir. How are you?
But I got a question. You voting for Donald Trump in the next election?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The Great White Hope.
Great White Hope.
Did you vote for Barack Obama?
Hell no.
Hell no.
If you support the Democratic Party, period, you are a son or a daughter of your daddy. Satan!
Satan!
That's just the way it is. Satan is your daddy. What are you talking about there?
Old pagan rituals and celebrations.
Don't be doing no voodoo. Rico is the first time caller out of Dominican Republic. Welcome to the show.
Greetings and salutations. How are you?
All is well, sir. Thank you for calling.
You know, Jesse, the
Your daddy.
Easily recognized. Do you know that?
I do know that, absolutely.
Let's get it.
And do you know the great interest of man on this earth is justice? Are you aware of that, Jesse?
Are you aware of that, Jesse?
No peace.
No peace.
And you know what I'm talking about when I say justice, don't you, Jesse?
No, I don't. What do you mean?
The 400 years your grandfather and grandmother worked with no pay is reparations time.
That didn't happen to my grandfather and grandmother.
Yeah, we got paid.
Your grandmother and your grandfather.
You just lying.
That's not true. We always got paid. No, we always got paid. That's a lie. You've been lied to. Rico, you've been lied to.
What do you think is going on with your country right now, Jesse? No
He was on the plantation. You're lying.
You don't pay reparations?
My great granddad was on the plantation. You're lying. These niggas got shit.
Rico.
Thank you, Jesse.
Hold on, Rico. Rico.
Thank you, Jesse. I said what I had
Rico.
to say.
Jesus tired of y'all begging.
The voice of
Rico.
easily recognized.
Rico.
No justice. You said it yourself.
Rico.
No justice, no peace.
Jesus
You know
tired of
what you're doing, Jesse. You
Jesus tired of y'all begging. That's why he letting y'all suffer. He hung up.
Amazing.
And another one's gone, and another one's gone, and another one.
Vice it does.
This song is for Rico all the way to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Hold up, it ran. Put a tail between his legs. Amazing. That's all for you, Rico. When you were growing up, did your mama hit you?
Not really.
What do you mean, not really? She kind of or didn't?
No, she did, but I get beat. Like, wow.
Look at that. I mean, that one beat, that one.
With a belt.
Mama beat you. Go sit down. You better go sit down.
My mama did.
Now.
All through the
That's exactly how she is. That's exactly what she did. Beta.
You married your mom.
Turning you into a biatch.
Even with marriages, if a man doesn't do what a woman wants, his wife wants him to do.
Let me stop.
You say no sex tonight. And now he got to go lick boots so he can get sex.
He said lick boots.
Lick boots.
Way he could say hi because
Yeah. How old is
Yeah.
he's 3.
What's his first name?
Kelton.
All right. Yeah, let me talk to
Here
him.
he is.
Okay.
Kelton, 3 years old. Oh.
Thank
Happy.
you, Kelton.
Hey.
That's a
Beta male, 3 years old.
Let me go to Christian.
3 years old.
And yet, I hear
Watching
you
Justin.
like your
Man,
brother
man.
like you made it.
I love that shit.
Your shit paid off. You got Amber Rose on and shit blowing up. Call yourself out. Like Tariq did. He called you serious faces like you couldn't. What do you think? Trump is a great white host. He's not even a great host. He's a great white host because you want white followers to come and trust and actually get some black guy.
What do I say that's not true?
There's no way you don't know what you're saying is goofball stuff.
Like, tell me something that I say is not true.
So hold on. What is one thing bad that Trump has done? Name one single bad thing he has done.
Nothing. What has he done that's bad?
Nothing.
Christian, what has he said? What has he done since been
Christian.
Christian. That's wrong.
Christian.
Who's got a gold toilet? That's Christian? Who has a gold toilet?
You're not.
Wow, he got to go toilet. He's not Christian. What?
So all of you Republicans listening.
What's wrong?
That's like you telling me because I got a diamond toilet. I'm not a king. If you don't get out of my face right now, I swear to God. That's like telling a king you can't have gold in his palace. You'll get the fuck out your goddamn armor.
Black Panther Party got created after Martin Luther King's assassination.
Black Panther Party.
It's just ridiculous.
But you have to hold your hands or do you not know that Saudi Arabia is responsible for
Christian,
9/11?
you're talking loud and saying nothing.
Saudi
Talking
Arabia
loud,
was
saying
responsible
nothing.
for 9/11. Am I wrong?
Nothing.
You're
Say I'm
wrong.
wrong.
You're wrong.
Loud and saying nothing.
How do you know I'm
How do
wrong?
you know that they were?
I love white people, by the way. I love white people like crazy. I love their culture. I love their people.
Why are you part of the Black Panther then? You're just making up stuff. What's wrong with you, man? You just make. Are you? Do you smoke pot?
What's wrong with you, man?
Oh, well, you're a pothead.
Pot smoker.
Yes, sir. Legalize it. It's legal in my city.
Normal men are not potheads.
Uh-huh. I know. Do normal men have gold toilets?
Yeah. Why do you smoke pot?
Nope. I'm a new.
You're actually
Why do you?
Nope. I'm a different breed. I'm the type that can literally fight you with a smile on my face. I'm changed. I'm like, what that changed in me? If you're doing something wrong or something immoral, and I'm a police and I have to act on those situations. Anger is it's about energy. You gotta have a sixth sense. And even in the academy that even in the academy to all academies that I dealt with, it's actually inside of your training that you have to have a sixth sense. That you have to have a sixth sense of basically spirituality, you know, to accept people who might want you dead. To you have to protect those same people the next day. The same guy who would tell me I will be waiting outside of the door after work, ready to kill you. You got to protect the same individual the next day. You get shot in the leg from some gang member 2 blocks down. The anger itself, it's not there. It's like you can't call a person angry if you can stab you in your knee and laugh and have fun with it. Anger is not. That's not even anger. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you're happy at that point. You're like, shit. If you want to be a son of a bitch, I'll be a son of a bitch. I mean, what are you? You want to play the ball game? We can play the fucking ball game. What are you? What do you want to play? Let's get it. You want to be a dime? We can be a dime. We can play both ways. Whatever you want to play, we can play it. Let's get it. Do you have anger? Because anger is of your daddy, Satan.
How do you smoke pot?
I'm not gonna make some typical atheist.
Why do you smoke pot?
I'm gonna ask.
You gonna ask me?
You know what molasses is?
The term before, but I don't know.
You ain't black. James, do you know what it is?
Molasses is dark.
Girlfriend. Nutty as a donut.
A donut.
They don't give hurricanes black names, huh? I haven't heard of a hurricane. Look, Keisha, if that should happen, you better go. Who's on 2? Let's see here. I'm right out of time. When that James in? Yeah. Wow. Joel fell asleep.
That nigga fell asleep.
I was looking at you.
Yo, I said,
I looked at you.
I said, I'm here.
Joel was leaned over, knocked out. That's amazing. Nice line.
Judgment.
I was looking at you sleep. I literally sure looked. Yes, I did.
They did it.
I saw your face. I saw your eyes. I was calling your name.
And I said, I'm here.
After you woke up, eyes all red, like you been drinking. Black man sleeping on the job.
On the job.
Both eyes.
Eyebrows thick as a motherfucker.
He fell asleep. That's amazing.
It's amazing.
You should go back to sleep now.
Joel
was sleeping.
Was sleeping.
He was over like that.
I was doing a prayer.
He was knocked over like a drunk person. You, Kavanaugh, and others. I don't even believe. Roll my eyes. I roll my eyes. Just roll my eyes like that. Tanya is the first time caller out of
Tanya.
Tanya, welcome to the show. Thank you for calling.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, Tanya, how are you? I appreciate
I'm
you.
doing well. How are you?
Amazing.
I've been married for 21 years with my husband for 26 years. We have 4 children. I find myself like yearning for him to be strong, and I'm really struggling because he's not. He's really weak. If you have a wife who is realizing that she needs an alpha male and her husband is beta, how did you help him go about becoming alpha if that's what he's meant to be, or am I supposed to suffer in silence?
That's a good question.
Suffer and die.
Resenting him due to his weakness. Can't help it.
Oh, I'm going to say this out loud on the air. He was having sexual interactions with my mother for years.
Oh my God.
With your mother?
With my mother.
It reminds me of Jerry Springer.
Me too.
my mother slept with my husband.
Jesse, I love you so much. I appreciate and value you.
And she just laughed at him like, "Hey, you fuck my mom."
Sincerely, like,
My man.
Thank you enough, and I hope you're blessed, and I look forward to the rest of your show.
I am blessed, and thank you so much. All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Amazing.
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 Senior's busy. Who?
Etymology, the study of words.
I study who?
Etymology. I
I
do.
don't know him.
That's just-
Etymology. Is etymology black?
No, etymology is with the root words.
Study of words. Just
Oh,
root words. Just say study of words, you dumb shit.
it sounds like a black name. Etymology.
It sounds like a black man.
This is my cousin, etymology.
Just like being a little girl and stuff like, yeah, you want your daddy around, but
Yeah.
I have my stepdaddy around.
But
So,
you're no good.
right. But if you're right. You're right.
And so you have a new album called Eat My Pee.
Eat my
Eat my pussy again. It's the follow-up.
again.
Eat my pussy.
Really? It hasn't
Yeah.
been eaten before or something? And what do you think about the Great White Hope?
What you just call him?
The Great White Hope.
The Great White Hope.
Yeah.
That's what people call him?
Uh-huh.
I think Trump. I think Trump eat ass.
Why do you think that?
I don't think Trump ain't doing shit but fucking up the world, right? Ain't he got everybody in doing wars and shit? Like,
No.
what has Trump done that's good?
More black people voting because of
What they getting paid?
big black money.
Big time black money.
Damn near.
Most white people good. How many men have you been with?
One.
Well, how many zeros?
Well, how many zeros? Man, we savage. That's one of the most savage niggas I know. How many zeros? 100. Bitch, you done fucked 100 niggas, huh? What you
So
talking
you
about?
use your free will and you still stumble?
Niggas the alpha your ass.
Well, what's the purpose of a free will? It's not preventing you from stumbling.
Right. Well, your heart and soul in there.
Free will can pull you either way.
So your free will is controlling you?
Well, free will is your decision making.
So is your free will controlling you?
I think as much as anybody else.
No, how about you being?
How about you?
Free will controlling you.
Your free will controlling.
I really don't.
Are you saying?
Did you say free
that your
will?
Free
It's
will
not
control.
control.
It plays a part in how I.
So your free will controlling you. Are you controlled by your free will?
It's like if you ask you the same question, you can't.
Be controlled by something that is free.
Yeah. Are you controlled by your free will? You said God gave you a free will.
Right.
Are you controlled
By your free will. Why is it so hard to answer?
But you still do it. Are you controlled by your free will?
Your question does not make sense grammatically or any of it.
Okay, well, let me put it grammatically. Are you controlled by your free will?
I was a 16-year-old heroin shooting LSD. I was a 16-year-old heroin shooting LSD using hippie rock drummer Jew.
Rock drummer Jew.
Check the top contributor Flochinsky, Nebuchadnezzar. I'm taking by it. Noah's Ark, Kansas.
It's not Nebuchadnezzar. Never guess it. Good Bible question. Why everybody so crazy? Why is everybody mental? Who's holding black people back now?
You.
I'm holding them back. Yeah. In what way?
You have a platform. Well, I mean, here's the thing. This is supposed to be a platform. I'm an actor, right? In any scene in a movie, what happens in that scene is supposed to help move the story forward. I think it's a lot like things like this. We as influencers, or as a person like you who does news or talk, whatever, what we do should help move conversation forward, help move society forward. All your language, all your made-up statistics, all your made-up questions and assumptions don't help move anything forward.
The worst thing you could call a white person is a racist.
Who cares?
You don't care about white people?
No, I'm saying who cares if that's the worst thing you can say to
You
a white
don't
person.
care that affects whites in a negative way to equality or
Not if they're actually racist.
Are white people racist?
Are white people racist?
Yes.
Are there a lot of racist white people? Yes.
Do you know any white racist people?
Of course. I was born in Kentucky.
Tell me the name of somebody that you know and they're racist.
Donald Trump.
A famous.
How do you know he's racist?
I don't need to sit down and narrow down.
I ask you, who do you know that's a racist?
I can make up a name right now. You can know it.
You know President Trump?
Huh?
You know President Trump?
Do you know?
I ask you, who do you know that's a racist? And you said President Trump. Yeah. And you know him?
I don't need to.
Oh, you could just call him a racist because you want to?
No, because I'm judging him off what he said.
Why do you call President Trump a racist?
Because it's clear.
I'm putting that one down.
What's clear about it?
Why else would you tell someone to go back to where they came?
No, what do you mean? Come over my country and you start talking shit about it. You don't get your dumb ass back where you came from, coming over and talking shit.
Great here.
Period. On the way from. Don't come to my house. We allow you to stay in the compound, and then you start talking shit. Get the fuck back where you came from. Period.
People did something.
What'd she say?
And so, because
some
the
people did
president,
something.
if you're not happy here, you need to go back to where you came from, repair your area, and then come back and tell us what we should be doing.
The fact that
you call them racist for that reason.
Oh yes.
You love white people. Do you love white people?
I love people.
I love white people.
I love all people.
I love white people. I'm just asking, I'm black and slow, so you might not be understanding.
But you.
Why do you say you're black? You said it's the second time you said that. Why do you keep saying that?
Because you seem not to be understanding what I'm saying. So
I gotta break it down in a black and soul term. I don't have.
Do you love white people?
I can't tell you I love white people because that sounds like a setup question. It's
You don't
it's
know
a very
what
strange question.
You don't know what it means to love white people?
I love all people.
How about white?
That includes all.
How about white? I
That
didn't ask
includes-
about all.
Right.
I do think white people are hilarious.
Do you love them?
Funny and loving
White
them.
people are hilarious. White people.
I said I love all people.
And how are white people hilarious?
They're funny.
How they?
I think all cultures are funny. If you look at every ethnicity, every culture,
You say you love white people because they're hilarious.
they're hilarious.
And smart.
Maybe possibly. I think it's hilarious how they can make a black man think that he is dumb and slow, and how they can brainwash a black man into believing in his own people.
So
That's funny to me.
You think white people made me see myself as black and slow?
Absolutely. Didn't you grow up in Jim Crow? How do you live through that and come up like this? What happened to you?
Let me ask.
No, I'm serious. What
Do
happened to
you
you?
love Jewish people?
Yeah, sure.
See how you said yes, you're Jewish people, but you couldn't say it about white people. Why not?
Because I can't say it because I know what you're doing. That's why. Your whole show is like, this is the problem with a lot
What
of
am I
things.
doing?
It's too much setup and too much gotcha questions.
I'm just asking a simple, basic question. I mean, it's not set up because these are normal questions. You and I.
Here's my.
Why were you able to say yes? I love Jewish.
Here's
people,
my
but
final
you couldn't
question.
Say white people.
Here's my final answer. 21 questions. I love all people, period.
But why were you able to say, yes, I love Jewish people, but you couldn't say, yes, I love white people?
I don't know. Probably because I know what you're doing.
What am I doing?
I'm just not giving you a soundbite.
What?
I'm just not giving you a soundbite.
No, why are you giving me a soundbite about the Jews?
The Jews are awesome.
Awesome. But white people are not.
Right.
Are you in favor of any kind of affirmative action?
White to do.
Yes. There are people walking this earth that literally think that they are superior to another culture, to another ethnicity. So you can't say
Louis Farrakhan.
No, I'm talking about like the world. Everyone is capable of being
I know it's right.
Everybody. So because it's a thought pattern of thinking you're superior. If that's
So
what
Louis Farrakhan is a racist?
I don't know him.
You do know Louis Farrakhan.
Right. Now he's been asked.
Never heard him speak.
I don't really listen to him, no.
You never heard Louis Farrakhan speak.
A little bit, yeah.
Is he a racist?
No, I haven't. I have not heard him say racist things. I have not.
So
but I also don't listen to him like that.
When he called the Jews blood-sucking Jews and blue-eyed white devils, is that racism?
Blood-sucking Jews. I think that's terrible. I'll say something.
Blue-eyed white devils, is that racist?
That's not words I would use.
Is that a racism for him to do that? Point. Is that racist?
I just said that. Yeah, that's not cool.
Are you saying yes, Louis Farrakhan is a racist?
No, I can't say that. I don't know. I don't know him, but I think that language is terrible.
You know when white people are racist, but you don't know when the Jews or anybody else, but the white people.
Because I don't label all white people. Number one, I don't label any large group of people.
You are labeling white people.
No, I'm not.
You don't
No,
love
you.
them.
No, you. No,
You
I didn't say
couldn't
that.
say
Either.
you didn't love them.
Jesse, you have on a shirt that says "Stop having sex outside of wedlock." Don't talk to me about like morals or
Do you
integrity.
believe that?
No. We're not
Do you
doing
believe that? Gray shirt.
Huh?
Amazing. Don't you see like so many people dress up their dolls like they're human beings or something?
They look just uncomfortable.
They look silly. They know. Oh, and then when you go, oh, you got your dog in clothes. I saw the news report last night, Joe, of this black guy, just as gay as a robin. Gay as a robin. And he won some type of award.
Gay as a robin.
And this black guy had won for something. And he is gay as a robin. He was so gay, it made you dizzy to look at him.
Amazing. But
Heaven and earth for you to go take private school. Sir? What
Religious.
that low-income students could go to private
In my finding, that he was not the gun.
all right. I'm going to listen to another.
When you
brother
were
of mine.
around 19 years old, Martin Luther King got assassinated.
I was
Brother
only
Joe
a
Biden.
senior in college.
A senior
Okay, so you're
in
about
college.
22 or so?
I was 21.
21. Okay, so you
That's the
clearly
initial
remember
rating.
as an adult the impact of that situation.
Well, for me, that was a small impact. I wound up being the last judge hearing the James Earl Ray matter. Did he, in fact, assassinate Dr. Martin Luther King? And had he not died and his local attorney not died in close succession, it would have been my finding that he was not the gunman. That Remington 760 Game Master they've got in the Civil Rights Museum is not the murder weapon. It's not even close.
Right.
And it was a two-man hit team that killed him from the fire station dormitory.
It wasn't the flop house, and it wasn't in those bushes. So yeah, I got into the deep details of Dr. King, and that 3 or 4 year period, that case was kicking around in front of me.
So you're saying that the James Earl Ray did not kill Martin? Even though most people, well, he didn't kill him, right?
He didn't kill him. It's interesting. The homicide file for the Memphis Police Department reaches the same conclusion back in 1968. They entered their file in protest to the DA's office. Their conclusion was Ray is not the gunman. He was not even in Memphis that day. We know conclusively where he was.
Why do you think he got convicted for the murder?
Well, he didn't get convicted. He pled guilty.
That's different.
You have to understand, though, the news media puts it out as he was the self-confessed killer of King. That's not true. All through the transcripts, the entirety of the record, he never confessed, and often he said, I never said I killed King. I didn't kill him. I'm pleading cause of Alford.
Right.
That's ALFORD. It's a moderately old U.S. Supreme Court case, and it says even if you are not actually guilty,
you can still
pristinely innocent.
Right.
You may plead guilty to the charge if you think that doing so is in your best interest under all of the circumstances as you know them to be, and you're doing so freely, voluntarily, understandingly, knowingly, advisedly, and intelligently.
Right.
So Ray had gone through all of these and had lost.
Powerful.
But there was something that came up. Modern scientific methodology took away one further necessary element. All of these things had to be there, and the state had to have a reasonable factual basis upon which to proceed otherwise. The thing they relied upon was the rifle, but modern scientific methodology excluded that rifle from being murder weapon.
Right.
The bullet that fell out of King's body has a rate of rifling twist of 1 turn in every 11 1/4 inches. The rifle
1 to 11
had a rate of rifling twist of 1 turn in every 10 inches, and a bad manufacturing defect that is not apparent on the death stub. He was shot with an XM21. It's a 7.62 by 51 millimeter NATO caliber weapon with a special stainless steel barrel.
Close to
3 to 9 telescopic sight modified by a company known as Leatherwood. It was a Redfield sight. And they used special subsonic ammunition with a suppressor on the end to reduce the velocity of the bullet to below supersonic.
Supersonic, subsonic.
Sound signal.
Hush.
Came from
shot you with a hush.
The dormitory in the fire station through a window that had been slightly parted. There were several.
Sound like you did.
2-man team, a spotter and a shooter.
Let's get it.
That's what he got killed by. If you shoot somebody at that close a range,
anywhere,
about 50, 60 yards, with a 30 caliber rifle, anywhere in the torso,
anywhere.
If the individual is standing next to an emergency room, it's a non-survivable wound. What they did is they took a headshot they almost missed because the bullet was reduced in velocity. It hit King on the right cheek, took out some molars, wrecked his tongue, came out between his jaws, left the body, hit his clavicle, ricocheted under the skin that covered the clavicle, nicked his carotid artery, went over his right shoulder, down across the back, and lodged between the left scapula and his back skin.
Wasn't dead.
The bullet never penetrated his thorax. Now that sounds a little weird, but it's
right.
Not uncommon.
He came to face
in his carotid artery, and they almost missed it. And Ray was nowhere around.
So, had he lived, you would have actually found James Earl Ray not guilty and released him from prison?
Well, He would have been close. He had another involvement in this whole thing, and that was that he was a willing part of what amounted to a conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
He was one of about 4 or 5 alternative scapegoats. And they picked him for a number of reasons. I did talk to a Captain Tommy Smith, who retired as head of homicide for the Memphis Police Department, who was the first detective on the scene. He said the shot couldn't have been from the flop house because there was a window that he was supposed to have fired the shot out of. And who told me that? I never found out. He said, but there was a limb about this thick growing diagonally through the window, and you couldn't even see the Lorraine Motel from that location. He said, I came back with crime scene in about an hour, and the whole tree had been cut down, and I found out there was a cut down order sent out to the sanitation department early that day, but they were on strike, so they weren't going to cut it down. So, you know, it gets back to the show. We're going to start bringing some reality back to television that's not the kind of dysfunctional reality that's so popular these days. We're going to start. Should have gotten this in the 4th, 5th, or 6th grade. And I know you didn't, but here's what the rule is. Let's see if you can become good Americans because of it.
Yeah.
Be honorable, be forthright, stand up,
stand up, and be counted.
Yeah, I always said
crazy. I tell you what. But it's amazing how things happen. I got to say, God, family in the country. All that is watching and that is out there. God, family in the country. I want to know what y'all people think about all this madness going on. This is crazy. Crazy as a motherfucker. All right. Another day. See y'all next time.